Welcome to Neural Narratives. I'm your guide for today's exploration, and we're really zeroing in on something fascinating today. The incredible blend of speed and, well, sheer brainpower in Formula One. We're about to dive into the F1 tech revolution, from silver arrows to silicon brains. And look, this isn't just about cars going faster, shaving milliseconds off lap times. It's way more than that. We're talking about a massive, multi-billion-dollar industry where, honestly, the lines between elite sport, super cutting-edge engineering, and advanced IT, they've just completely blurred, vanished almost.
Completely vanished is right. And it's mostly invisible. You know, when you're
Yeah.
watching a race, you see the glamour, the speed, the pure drama of it
Yeah,
all.
the wheel-to-wheel action.
Exactly. But behind all that, there's this constant silent war going on. A war fought with algorithms and data
A
points.
silent war, I like that.
It's fundamentally changed how F1 operates, and that's what we want to unpack today.
Okay, so to really get our heads around this revolution, we can't just start with speed. We have to start with information.
Yeah.
Just the sheer amount of it these machines create.
Mhm.
Forget basic sensors. Modern F1 cars are, and this isn't really an exaggeration, they're mobile data centers.
Literally.
Yeah, we're talking hundreds of sensors on every single car.
Yeah.
And get this, they generate terabytes of data over just one race weekend.
Terabytes. It's
Yeah.
hard to even conceptualize that from one car over a couple of days.
Right. Think about what that captures. Tiny changes in tire temperature, pressure, brake wear, engine performance details, the really subtle aerodynamic forces.
Even the G-forces yanking the driver around.
Exactly. Every single millisecond of every lap is basically under this intense digital microscope.
It's pretty astonishing when you think about the history. You know, back then it was maybe a stopwatch and, well, gut
A
feeling.
lot of gut feeling, yeah.
So the scale now, it's just revolutionary. But, okay, collecting it is one thing. What are the teams actually doing with all this information? How does it, translate to an actual advantage on track?
And that is the critical question, isn't it? Because this data isn't just archived somewhere. No way. It's analyzed pretty much in real time. Almost instantly.
Mm.
It creates these immediate feedback loops, feeding information straight to the strategist on the pit wall.
Mm-hmm.
You picture them, right? Staring at screens, making these split-second calls.
Yeah, based on this flood of data.
A flood, exactly.
Yeah.
They're optimizing fuel usage down to the tiniest fraction. They're predicting tire degradation with, like, scary accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
And they're even understanding things like how a tiny gust of wind in a specific corner might affect the car's balance on exit. It's about using every single bit of data for that tiny edge.
Okay, so they've mastered real-time data, but where does AI, artificial intelligence, come into this? Does it just make the analysis faster, or is it doing something deeper, something more profound?
This is where it gets really, really interesting. AI isn't just about speedier number crunching. It's moved way beyond that. It's about predictive intelligence now.
Predictive. How so?
Well, you've got these sophisticated machine learning models,
Yeah.
right? They can predict how tires will degrade with accuracy that, honestly, was unthinkable just a few years ago.
So they can nail the pit stop timing.
Exactly. They might suggest a stop that seems, totally counterintuitive to a human watching trackside. But the AI knows based on the data patterns. And these models can also simulate thousands, maybe tens of thousands, of potential race scenarios in just minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, they can even forecast how the track surface itself might change during the race. Rubber building up, grip level shifting.
So it's kind of like having a super intelligent crystal ball for race strategy.
That's a perfect analogy. A crystal ball that's constantly learning and updating its predictions. That kind of advantage in a sport decided by milliseconds. It's huge.
Absolutely huge. But is AI's role just confined to race day strategy then? Or does it go further back?
Oh, much further back. It's deeply embedded in the design phase, too. It's optimizing aerodynamics, using something called computational fluid dynamics, CFD.
Right, simulating airflow digitally.
Exactly. Instead of spending weeks in a physical wind tunnel for every little change, AI can explore billions, literally billions, of setup combinations digitally. It can fine-tune every little surface, every curve.
Finding things humans might miss.
Finding optimal designs that, yeah, human engineers working alone probably couldn't discover. Maybe it spots some subtle link between, say, a specific wing angle, a tiny change in track temp, and how this driver brakes for turn 3, leading to a setup tweak that makes all the difference. And, crucially important this one, it's also used for predictive maintenance.
Spotting failures before they happen.
Precisely. Identifying potential mechanical problems before they cause a breakdown on track. That's not just saving money on parts,
It's preventing those disastrous DNFs. Did not finish.
which can absolutely wreck a team's championship hopes. So yeah, AI is fundamental long before the race even starts.
So engineers aren't just designing a fast car anymore. They're designing a car that can almost learn and adapt, both on the track and even before it gets there. That feels like a really big shift in thinking.
You've absolutely nailed it. It's like a living machine in a way.
Yeah.
And this naturally brings us to another key piece, the money, the sheer investment involved.
Billions, right.
Billions are poured into F1 every year.
Yeah.
And a really significant chunk of that cash, it's not just for driver salaries or fancy engines.
No.
A huge slice goes specifically into the IT infrastructure, into hiring armies of data scientists, attracting the world's best AI specialists.
That's a really important point. And what's fascinating, too, is how the big manufacturers, the tech sponsors, they're not just slapping logos on the cars now.
No, they're deep in it.
They're actively collaborating, right?
Yeah.
Working with the teams on these tech developments. It creates this powerful ecosystem,
Yeah, it's like this feedback loop, isn't it? Better tech helps you win,
which attracts more investment.
which then fuels even more tech advancement.
A virtuous cycle.
Absolutely. A virtuous cycle for innovation. You see, F1 teams are basically becoming tech companies. Tech companies that just happen to race cars on the weekend.
Competing in server rooms as much as on the asphalt.
Exactly. The battle is just as fierce there, that competitive edge. It often comes down to who has the smarter algorithms, the better data pipeline. It's silicon brains versus silicon brains, as much as driver versus driver.
Okay, so if that's where we are now, let's look into that crystal ball again. What's next? 5, 10, maybe 20 years down the line. Where does AI take F1?
The million-dollar question. I think we'll see even more sophisticated real-time predictive stuff integrated directly into the car systems.
Like the car adjusting itself.
Kind of. Imagine AI-driven active aerodynamics, adjusting wing elements or ride height in milliseconds based on the corner, the speed, the tire condition.
Wow.
Or maybe even real-time, truly personalized race strategies beamed straight to the driver's display. Optimized not just for the track, but for their specific driving style. Maybe even their current fatigue level, the car's exact state.
My brain gives up trying to juggle all that.
Mine too. It's mind-boggling.
So personalized strategies. That's fascinating. But the human element, the driver's skill, their intuition, that still matters, right? It's not about replacing them.
Oh, absolutely not. That's key. It's about augmenting human capability, making the driver even better, giving them tools they never had before.
Amplifying them.
Precisely. Amplifying their talent to an incredible degree, making them even more formidable. And think beyond the track, too. Think about us, the fans, how this tech could change how we experience F1.
How so?
Imagine AI-powered commentary that can instantly pull up relevant data, explain complex strategies in real time, or augmented reality overlays on the broadcast.
AR, so you could see. What?
Maybe see live data streams superimposed on the cars, overtake probabilities calculated on the fly, perhaps even get a glimpse of what the driver is actually seeing through an AR feed.
That would be incredible.
The possibilities are just immense, aren't they? F1 isn't just a sport anymore. It's become this dynamic, high-speed laboratory, pushing the future of technology in ways we probably don't even fully appreciate yet.
It really is inspiring when you frame it like that. You've got the raw grit and talent of the drivers battling it out. And then behind them, you have these incredible minds pushing the absolute limits of data, of AI, of engineering. Formula One really is a masterclass in modern innovation. It's quite something.
That sums it up perfectly.
Yeah.
It's just a powerful reminder, isn't it? When you get elite sport, huge investment, and truly cutting-edge technology all pulling in the same direction, the results are genuinely revolutionary. So as we wrap up this neural narratives, maybe just one final thought to leave you with.
Okay.
Think about how these same principles, the data analysis, the AI predictions we see in F1, how might they be quietly, subtly reshaping other industries? Industries that seem, much more traditional on the surface.
Good question.
Yeah, keep an eye out. See if you can spot where these silicon brains might be enhancing what humans do, far away from any racetrack. Well, thank you for joining us on this exploration of the F1 tech revolution. We'll catch you next time as we continue to explore the cutting edge of technology.